Good morning on Sunday, January 4th, 2026. Now, when I started to think about building this channel, I imagined me not doing videos and recordings on Sundays to post them. But here I am today again. I mean, it provoked me. Something fascinating happened. We're staying close to the beach, my family and I realized I wanted to go for a walk this morning. I went in, the water has receded about 5 to 7 meters from where it was yesterday. And I realized, of course, it was the full moon in Cancer. And how fascinating it was to just see all that water recede, the strength of the waves, the level of power that those waves had was actually down to nothing today when you compare it with how the moon played on the waves as of yesterday. The water had receded, it was calmer, and I was just thinking, what does it do to us humans? We're 70% water. And I felt drawn really to do this reading. As well, the fact that I was walking around, got up really early to see the sunrise, but the nature here is impeccable. It's so interwoven in our lives, where you stay, where you live, how you eat. It's amazing to see how close we are to nature here in this part of Asia. And I'm really truly grateful for this break. And I wanted to bring some nature into you. So here we go. Here's a Sunday offhand, slightly delayed full moon reading, potentially, but also with a touch of resilience and strength, and with the newness that the full moon has brought. Let's see what it says for us. Spirit, potentially another one. And then a few more from this deck. There's one jumping out here. Maybe one more of this one with the deck along. Yeah. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is a card of letting go of worry. It's a good thing for me as a reader to see it in the reverse. Yeah. Now the mouse spirit is one that, it's interesting. Mouse spirit is one that brings the energy of busyness to mind. There's a lot of things happening. There is things you're trying to get done. There are places you're trying to get to. But essentially, we're busy doing things that we have around us. And we're trying to keep ourselves busy. But honestly, there is freedom at hand. The horse spirit alludes to freedom. And the intention is to say that what you're trying to avoid here, trying to keep busy and trying to not think about, if you just allow yourself to go down that rabbit hole, you will have a sense of freedom, letting go, that will show up. It is almost as if when you keep thinking of that when you try to avoid a deeper feeling, you're trying to keep yourself busy by doing 10 other things which may have no bearing on what actually needs to be done. That's somehow the energy that is coming up for me. Let's take a look at the other cards. The next card is the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles. This card, the energy is quite fascinating here, because if you see, she has a pentacle in one hand, and she is forthright and joyful and happy about life, so to say. Almost as an energy of knowing that abundance is at hand, literally, whenever you need it. And so that is the energy you have to almost grow, is what is coming up for me. When you move out of the small things and go into the abundance of what you have, I think that is the true calling. The next card is that of King of Swords, and this could allude to boundaries. This could allude to having meaningful separation where it needs to be. And we had this thing come up about boundaries even in yesterday's reading, I remember. So the idea is to create this boundary around you. This could be another person who's doing that to you. They're creating boundaries where you could be hurting them, or they could be hurting you. And so there is this working on a new relationship, almost that energy that is coming through here. Yes, exactly, because the final choice is that of Lovers, and the fact that you make a choice based on how abundant you feel, about how you feel in your boundaries, that is what is going to strengthen your choice. And so liberation is quite close to you if you are able to work with money, with your emotional relationships and your boundaries. Then you're going to be able to make a safer choice, one that you resonate with at the highest level. That is also how you're going to be free from worrying. The Nine of Swords in reverse is one of worry, or turning worry up on its head, quite literally. I'm going to pull us another oracle card from Colette Baron Reid's deck here. It called to this one. I'm a generous tarot reader, don't you think? Alright, let's do more cards. I love reading cards. Alright, let's go. Fantastic. This is a beautiful card. Now, the Whale Spirit talks about this enormous palate, being able to digest even the most difficult things or most incomprehensible things, while trusting the great mystery. Right? And that comes across here while we are trying to sort of get out of the small things. Also be resilient in the fact that there is more that is happening. So that's one card. And then the other, it could not get better than this. Set healthy boundaries. Now, this card was in the reverse. I note that the reverse of this deck, of this card, also talks about overheld boundaries, overdone or overstepped boundaries. But the intention is to say, relook at your boundaries. Where is it that this King of Swords and this card of boundaries is highlighting? What do you need to do in terms of building a solid relationship? What are boundaries you need in building that solid relationship? And that is the question we have to dwell on over the Sunday. Well, that's about the reading that is coming up now, but I think this is a very good question for us to mull over. While I won't be doing Sunday readings regularly, I hope this one helps. Also, coming to you from nature, sending you lots of love and light. Bye for now.